Hello everybody, this is Powerful Flow 1739, and today I'm reacting to Five Nights at Freddy's, the full timeline, from the guy known as OneUpBoy64, aka Nintendo Gamer. And just so you know, if Nintendo Gamer is watching this video, I might do a couple of corrections a little bit if something is a little bit off. Anyways, let's do this. Five Nights at Freddy's. The full timeline. Oh.
In the early 1950s, somewhere in the UK,
Oh no.
a sad little child was being beaten and tormented by his alcoholic father. This kid was William Afton, living in a ruined house with his abusive father and grandmother.
Dang.
After years of this torment, William's mind had twisted and developed a burning hatred for humanity,
Yeah.
especially other children that were able to live happy and healthy lives, while he was left in the gutter to fend for himself. In his adult years, William moved to United States,
Henry.
where he had a family of his own with 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter.
Dear Lord, William
also
looks
met
very...
his future-
Hold on a second. Jeez, look at William. He looks very scary in that picture. He doesn't really even look like a regular human being like Henry. His skin is purple. Well, technically it would be because he's known as the purple guy, but... And he's also known as the man behind the slaughter, but... Some people put William in a different way, like with the regular skin color. I'm not trying to be racist or anything at all. No, I'm not racist. I'm just explaining about something. William's skin color is not originally supposed to be... Well, actually, he's actually always been purple in the games, but for the animation sometimes that they do, William Afton is just like a regular skin colored guy. Okay, let's do this. Let's get back to this.
His partner, Henry. The two collaborated to create a family-friendly themed restaurant with cartoon mascot characters. Henry created the mascot while William handled the business side of things. Despite his friendship with Henry and his family, William's warped mind was at work. He intended to use the restaurant and Henry's own technology to enact his own sinister schemes. His schemes of death, humiliation, and harvesting remnant.
Alright, let's go on. Ooh.
Where it all started.
Fredbear's Family Diner.
William Afton and Henry opens Fredbear's Family Diner in the late 70s with their new walking animatronic mascot, Fredbear, and a security puppet to keep an eye on the children.
Okay, I'm sorry if I'm pausing too much, but you see, Nintendo Gamer, originally, Fredbear's Family Diner was open in 1983, along with Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but, just so you know, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was open when Fredbear's Family Diner was open. And another thing, Fredbear was not the only mascot character in the pizzeria. He had Spring Bonnie with him too. And I could see Charlie standing out there. So, Nintendo Gamer, I'm not trying to bash opinions or anything, but I'm not trying to bash opinions. I'm just saying that, originally, Charlie is standing outside in the rain and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and William murders her. So, I'm just telling you. Yeah, because Fredbear's Family Diner, Fredbear had Spring Bonnie with him. So, yeah. And yeah, both of the restaurants were open in 1983. Okay, let's get... I'm sorry if I'm pausing too much. I just like to talk a lot.
Fredbear's is closed and sold off to Fazbear Entertainment after Henry's daughter, Charlie, was murdered by William Afton after getting shut out and left to die outside.
Uh-huh.
Charlie goes on to possess the puppet.
Uh-huh.
Fazbear Entertainment opens a new chain of restaurants called Fredbear and Friends, with 2 animatronic mascots, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie.
Okay, originally, Fredbear and Friends is a TV show that was made back in the 1983, at the same year when the Fredbear's Family Diner was open. And actually, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie were actually Springlocks suits when they were open for Fredbear's Family Diner. But to be honest, that's a good-looking pizzeria. I like how the lights is doing the waving with Spring Bonnie, and how Fredbear's head is going up and down. But you see, in the Fredbear and Friends show, there's Fredbear, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. But I've actually never heard that Spring Bonnie would actually be in the show. But Fredbear and Friends is a TV show, not a pizzeria, just so you know.
Now upgraded to Springlock suits that can be used as both suit and animatronic.
That is true. They can be used as both suit and animatronic.
Springlock suits discontinued due to a fatal Springlock failure that killed William Afton's youngest son after being lifted to Fredbear's mouth by Michael Afton.
That's known as the Bite of
Henry
83.
builds new replacement animatronics, and the restaurant is rebranded as Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, while the spring suits remain hidden away in the safe rooms.
In the back of Freddy Fazbear's
The
Pizza.
hotel tonight?
Oh gosh dang it,
Deals
ads.
on last-minute reservations.
Turn this off. Alright.
5 children were lured into the safe room
Oh,
by
the
William
missing
Afton
kids.
while wearing the Spring Bonnie costume and killed. While William was caught but was released due to the lack of evidence, as the 5 children were never found.
Hold on, let me look at the kids. Let's see, we got, Susie, we got, Jeremy, we got Fritz, we got, Gabriel, and I think Cassidy. Yeah, Cassidy. What I'm thinking is that I think the one in the pigtails is probably Cassidy. Because in animations, Cassidy had pigtails, so yeah. So I think the one in the brown shirt's supposed to be Susie, and I think the one in the red shirt's supposed to be Fritz. And I think the kid with the yellow shirt is probably Gabriel, who went into Freddy, and I think that's Jeremy back there in the blue shirt. He gets put into Bonnie.
The puppet stuffs the 5 dead children inside animatronics, possessing Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. Few months later, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza shuts down due to health violations
Oh,
after
no.
the animatronics start to stink like reanimated corpses and leaked blood from their faces.
Because the bodies are in there.
Classic animatronics are deactivated and retired, leaving the location to rot.
Oh.
After the closure of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, William Afton, CEO of Afton Robotics, tries to open a sister location, Circus Baby's Pizza World, with his fun-time animatronics, built for the purpose of murdering children and harvesting remnants so William doesn't get caught again.
Hold on a second. So actually, Circus Baby's Pizza World was actually built right after William murdered Charlie. He built them so that he could capture kids, so that they could be experimented on. And the 5 children were murdered after Circus Baby's Pizza World was shut down. But if you want to say what you want to say, then I'm okay with that.
And he can let his animatronics do the killing for him. Despite the Springlock suits being discontinued, William continues to use them under a different brand without Fazbear Entertainment's involvement. But the grand opening was cancelled due to Elizabeth Afton being killed by circus babies.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Possessing.
Yep, Elizabeth
William
possessed
uses gas
circus
as
baby.
a scapegoat to relocate the fun times to Circus Baby's entertainment and rentals hidden under his own house, where they remain dormant for a few years.
Yeah. And actually, that's how William Afton got. And William Afton was a master of trickery, if you know that. William Afton, William Afton was actually a really good cover-up. Literally, he literally covered up everything that happened to his daughter Elizabeth, and everything that happened with Charlie, because Charlie was killed outside, so there was no evidence that William Afton was the actual guy that did it. And as for Circus Baby's Pizza World, William Afton covered it up and reported the place to be closed due to gas leaks. And I think he used the gas leaks to think it was actually gas leaks that caused the pizzeria to shut down. Ooh.
In 1987,
here it
Fazbear
is. The
Entertainment
toys.
was a brand new Freddy restaurant with new toy animatronics. All of them have built-in facial recognition system connected to a criminal database to prevent further murders and incidents. The animatronics from the old location are kept in the back as spare parts. However, not long after the opening, the toys started to malfunction as they behaved strangely around adults, possibly sabotaged by William Afton.
Well, actually, William Afton actually didn't really have the toys sabotaged. Originally, the soul of the original Freddy was actually... The souls of the original animatronics were actually put into the toys, and that causes the toys to be possessed. So, yeah, the toys are actually possessed. William did not sabotage them. They're possessed by the original, a ghost of the original animatronics, like the Wizards. But you're right, the original animatronics are kept in the back as spare parts. I can't even think right now. Okay, let's get back to this.
With the toy animatronic security system out of the way, William strikes again, murdering 5 more children within the pizzeria. With the puppet and Freddy failing to stop him and failing to save the children.
Save them! You can't!
The restaurant is closed down due to the bite of 87.
Oh, the bite of 87.
Are scrapped, but the classic animatronics will be kept for brand recognition and repair. But they are not allowed to walk during the day to prevent any more attacks.
Dang. Ooh, Fnaf 4.
William sends his oldest and last son, Michael Afton, into Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals to set his daughter Elizabeth free, to put her back together.
And actually, I've actually heard about that in a video once. William Afton planned to put his the crying child, his younger son, back together when he got bit by Fredbear.
5 nights, Circus Baby destroys the Funtime animatronics and herself using the scooper and combine their parts together to create energy. It scoops Michael and uses his body to escape the facility. The scooper also ejects Remnant into Michael's system.
And you guys, if you're watching, if you don't know what Remnant is, originally if you saw that picture where William Afton destroyed Freddy, well, originally after he destroys them, he takes their endoskeletons and burns them, turning them into a liquid substance known as Remnant.
A few days later,
Ew.
Ennard leaves Michael's decaying body to find another one,
That's gross.
escaping into the sewers, while the remnants saved Michael's life.
Yeah, it did
They
help
couldn't
him.
fully heal him, so he is now scarred and disfigured for the rest of his life.
Oh.
After escaping the facility, the remnant from the scooper made the rest of the fun animatronics self-aware. They get into a conflict with Circus Baby on who controls Ennard's body. The animatronics eject Circus Baby from Ennard's body and goes on without her. Ennard will eventually take on its new form of Molten Freddy, while Circus Baby builds herself a new body and becomes Scrap Baby.
Time for your controlled shock.
Time for your controlled shock. Oh.
Fazbear Entertainment.
Now that's good. That is my favorite version of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. That is my favorite. That is my favorite one.
Moves the classic animatronics to a new location with a lower budget and put back into service.
And upgrade their
They can only
suits.
walk around at night to prevent their servos from locking up.
Yeah. Oh.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closes down again due to massive losses and brand damage.
Sorry if I'm yawning too much. I'm really tired, but just so you know, Nintendo Gamer, the pizzeria was shut down because less customers came to the pizzeria because they were scared something bad might happen probably because of the cause of the bite of 87. So it's kind of making it clear that people didn't really come to the pizzeria that really good. So yeah, less customers came to the pizzeria. That's why it closed down.
The restaurant is boarded up with the animatronics left inside, remaining active. Years later, William Afton returns to the restaurant, breaking in to dismantle the old animatronics to cover up his past crimes. The ghosts of William's former victims rise from the animatronics and they chase him into the safe room. William rushes into the spring Bonnie suit to hide. Due to rainwater, the spring locks fail and William gets crushed to death inside the suit, becoming Springtrap, and the ghosts disappear for good.
Yep. Like he says, he always comes back.
30 years after Freddy Fazbear's closure,
30 years.
Fazbear's Fright was under construction.
Fazbear's Fright.
A horror attraction inspired by the years of murder and mysteries of the pizzeria. While many items from the old location were used, only one animatronic is discovered. Springtrap.
And just so you know, when I was younger, I thought Fazbear's Fright was actually a pizzeria. Well, I mean, it could be. I mean, they could have served pizza because, I mean, I know it's a horror attraction, but it could have pizza there. Oh.
A day before the grand opening, Fazbear's Fright burns to the ground due to faulty water.
Down goes Fazbear's
Items
Fright.
that were found will be sold off in an auction. Springtrap survives the fire. He salvages a less damaged costume after the original got too burnt, and he leaves to destroy it.
Man, that poor horror attraction.
It's never a barrier to learning.
Gosh dang it, ads! Go away! I don't need this.
Despite being on their last legs, Fazbear Entertainment decides to open one more restaurant in a last-bid attempt to save the corporation from going out of
Ooh, the
business.
rock stars.
They left longtime partner Henry in charge of the place to build it as he sees fit with their new Rockstar and off-brand animatronics.
I could see Lefty over there.
Henry,
Oh.
still haunted by the death of his daughter Charlie, and regret over unwittingly helped William Afton to create these animatronics to commit many crimes, but knowing that 4 possessed animatronics remain at large, Henry decides to use the restaurant to lure and trap the animatronics, so he can destroy them. Destroy the remnant they possess and set free the trapped souls, including Charlie, who is still the puppet, and Elizabeth Afton, who is still trapped within Baby. Henry creates Lefty, to capture and collect the puppet,
Ooh.
and he used the attendees to lure in Scrap Baby, Springtrap, aka Scrap Trap, and Molten Freddy. Henry needed a volunteer to help him with his plan. Michael Afton steps in to help.
I have to call them all back, all of them, together in one place.
I will see you soon, old friend.
Michael Afton salvages the 4 animatronics, and Henry traps them in the labyrinth under the restaurant.
Oh.
Then Henry turns off the air conditioning and turns up the heat, setting the entire labyrinth on fire, incinerating the animatronics and destroying the remnant. Henry remains behind as the pizzeria goes up in flames. While the way out was planned for Michael, he decides to remain as well to destroy the remnant that saved his life all those years ago.
Wow.
Henry and Michael dies in the fire.
Oh.
The pizzeria explodes, destroying everything inside and bringing down the building, with Michael and Henry being the only human casualties. After this destruction, Fazbear Entertainment was forced to close down and dissolve into nothingness. With the last of the animatronics and remnant destroyed, the last 50 years of William Afton's atrocities have now finally been buried. Fazbear Entertainment will not be remembered, as all the tragedies can now fade away while the rest of the world moves on with their lives. All the souls taken by William have found peace. Henry and Charlie have now moved on together. Michael and Elizabeth have reunited with their brother. As for William's soul, it will never find peace, as the darkest pits of hell have opened for him. He better not keep the devil waiting. This is where the story ends for Five Nights at Freddy's. For now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I see Molten Freddy's head. Scrap Baby's head. Oh my gosh. That poor pizzeria. Okay, just one quick thing. Actually, that's not true. Fazbear Entertainment didn't really close down for good. You probably know the game Security Breach. It obviously said that Fazbear Entertainment came back to open the Mega Pizzaplex. And, as for William, no. Well, yeah, technically he did go to the pits of hell, but he actually came back as Burn Trap in Security Breach. Like he says, he always comes back. So, yeah. William Afton is obviously going to probably keep coming back for a couple of years. Oh my gosh, that poor pizzeria. Oh, whoops, I went back. Ooh.
Thank you for watching and listening to the full timeline of Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you liked it as much as I did. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, make sure to leave a comment below to see what other Five Nights at Freddy's videos you want me to do next, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you never want to miss another Brawl in the Family comic dub video. And as always, this is Nintendo Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for this reaction. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. And give me a comment to see what reaction I should do next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.